family. Welcome to another episode of the Live Room Balance Show. I'm your host, Kenneth Pinckney, and today my guest co-host, well, I say she be not a guest, could she be my co-host? Maybe once, twice, no. Miss Erin. Gracias.
What's up, Erin? What's up, what's up?
Yes. So today Live Room Balance Show, we're going to be kind of special. So today Live Room Balance Show is about the San Diego running community. Family, I wanted to say thank to Iman, for having me the process of putting this together, for reach out to all the different runners groups, here that we have in San Diego, and also the founder and creator of the Rundown San Diego and LA. So yes, so yeah, definitely. So got to go and check it out. Just what I want to say, I gotta look at what I'm going to say. Thank you to Soft Stick for help, for just sponsor me and just being there. Also, a special thank to our special guest, Maggie, Guterl from I know I pronounced the last name wrong, from Tailwind, for being my first partner with Live Room Balance and taking a chance on me. So thank you, Maggie.
Thanks, Kenneth. Thanks for running me to the chat.
Yes, definitely. I'm just like I said, gratitude. That for you taking a part of this. For a little bit. So we're going to start with Erin. I'm gonna let her take over from here.
Thanks, Kenneth. Thanks for allowing me to guest co-host again. Hi, everyone. So I'm going to kick off the questions, I guess. Since I am not familiar, and I don't know if everybody's familiar with each other, how about we go ahead and start real quick and introduce yourselves and who your running club is.
Now, I'll go. I'm Brandon Williams. I am the founder of One Dope Run Club. We run Wednesdays, 6 p.m. at Waterfront Park.
Yep, Priscilla, I think.
Oh, sorry, I was on mute. So I'm the co-founder of Santa Mujeres Run Club, and my name is Priscilla.
Sorry, Greg. Go ahead, Greg.
Can you hear me? I changed the mic setting.
Yes.
Yeah, we can hear you,
cool.
Greg.
So I'm Greg Lemon, and I host the Wednesday night run club at Milestone Running. Same thing, 6 p.m. And there we go.
Hello, good evening. I'm Iman. I'm founder of the Rundown. Also co-leader for Thursday night Waterfront Social Run Club.
All right, let's popcorn it to Mary.
Guys, I'm Mary. Oh, my voice. So I do the Phoenix, which does a bunch of different sports, but I do the running part of the Phoenix.
Nice.
I will send it to Erica.
Okay, well, this is Ellie, Erica's sister.
Sorry, Ellie. Erica's account, so I got confused. I thought it was.
We all look the
same.
same.
I got confused. I'm sorry. I should know better.
Okay. Yeah. So Erica and I are. My name is Ellie, and Erica and I are currently leading 619, and we get together at 6 a.m. on at the Star of India every Friday morning.
And let's
I'll go. Hi, y'all. I'm Sierra from Black Girls Run. Nice to see everybody. I think I saw Isabella on my last call. I was trying to look for you, but I couldn't find you. But we actually run every day of the week except Fridays. So yeah, we're busy over here. But I'm happy to finally be here. So thank you.
Yes.
Thanks, Sierra. Let's go to Isabella.
I am Isabella. Everyone calls me Izzy B, and I'm the founder of Ultra Buds, trail running group. Ultra running and trail running, but all levels. My mom is actually the walk leader, so no excuses. We've been around for 8 years now, and we meet every Saturday morning at Lake Hodges.
Awesome.
Thanks. I think that leaves Maggie and Regina.
Oh, Regina. I introduced Regina for everybody. And she want to talk. She's my editor. She's the one that made me look good. I mean, believe me, even with it from Regina, I would have been a hot mess. You know, so still thinking Regina. You want to say something, Regina? You can say something. The floor is yours.
No, I'm just extra here. I don't have any running club, but probably I might want to do it.
There you go, folks. Go ahead and start recruiting her. Try to figure out which club's gonna grab Regina. All right, and then we had someone else join in.
Hi.
Hi, we're just going through introducing run groups. Who are you and what run group are you with?
I'm Virginia. I'm with Santa Mujeres.
Ah, okay. Nice to meet you. So I think Maggie, do you want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, sure. I'm Maggie Guterl, and as Kenneth said, I'm with Tailwind Nutrition. And I've been in Durango, Colorado for 3 years. I came from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, originally, where I ran with a group called Achilles International on Saturdays, which was awesome. So I am not a founder of a run club here in Durango, but there is one club called Durango Running Club.
Well, when you get tired of Durango, we've got plenty of clubs here.
You guys do. It's awesome. There's literally, you never have to run alone ever.
So, all right. Well, our second question then, thanks everyone.
Yes.
Second question is, how did you get into running and forming your running group? So I'm looking and I see we have, 12 people on a panel? So my request to you all is the 2-minute version, not the 20-minute version. 1 minute, 1 minute if you can. Who wants to set the example?
I'll go first again. I was inspired about 2 years ago by a friend of mine, Butta, who's the founder of Keep It Run 100. And I was seeing what he was doing with his running community and people within his community, and inspired me to start running. And I've never looked back since. I ran a full marathon last year, and running's definitely changed my life.
Thanks, Brandon. You want to pick the next person?
Oh, I do? Okay,
Yeah.
Let's go Sierra, Miss Run Every Day.
Hey, B.
What
All
up?
right. I actually started running 2 years ago. Jessica Walton, you guys probably know her. She got me running. I said I would never run it. I said I would never run.
Yeah.
We came from basketball. Long story short, about a year ago, I got more consistent with it. Ran my first marathon, actually with B and Priscilla. So yay, I got one under my belt. But she inspired me, and then just being out in the running community, like seeing all these people, meeting all these people. I love meeting people, and seeing them. Jazz or Izzy, she did her 100 miles. I'm like, dang, that's inspiring me to just keep continuing and doing more. So just this run community is awesome. So, but that had Jessica Walton inspired me to run. So.
Thanks, Tiara.
Yeah.
Who's going next? But you get to choose.
Oh, popcorn V, since she was late.
Hey, y'all. So Priscilla and I, we really wanted to create a space that looked like us, and we wanted to share a space with our community. We wanted a safe place where a beginner will feel comfortable and someone more seasoned will be comfortable. And I think that that's what we're accomplishing right now. It's really awesome to be a part of that. So yeah, that's kind of what inspired me in a lot of ways. My part for starting the club, and Priscilla can add to that. So popcorn Priscilla.
Yeah, we just wanted a space where we didn't feel intimidated. As myself, I'm not a very fast runner, and I just wanted to share that joy that I found. I started running in 2017 because of the Triple Crown. It was a random goal, 3 half marathons in 1 year, and that was the goal, and I did it, and I just found so many benefits. And was running, and I was like, you got with me, we did it, and they were like, we got to share this with everybody. And we are there now, trying to share this joy we found with running with everybody else. Let's see. I'll pick Iman.
Where to start? I've been running for I don't know, maybe 12-ish years, maybe a little bit longer than that. I was in an unhappy place in my life, and I ran a 5K, my very first 5K. I didn't even know what a 5K was. I just did it on a cross country course, and it was hard and it's terrible. But like afterwards, I was like, I need to do better. I want to do better at this. And so I looked for a run club through meetup.com. And this was when I was living in New York. And then I found community, and then it just made me want to be better. So then a year later, when I did that race again, I think I had placed or something, but I got faster and better and got better friends. And so after I left New York, I found other communities, other run communities in different cities. And then I came here, and then I found Milestone, and Milestone has a really great community to tap into. So I'll popcorn over to Greg.
Heyo. First, I want to give a shout out to Priscilla. Today, someone came by the store, and I was kind of poking around and like, hey, what are you training for, if anything? And she was like, I'm going to sign up for this race. It's the La Jolla Half. She was like, I messaged Priscilla, and she's like, I've never met her before, but she was super helpful, gave me a 13-week training program, and she's going to sign up for the La Jolla Half. And she hasn't even met you before, but she was like, she inspired me. She's like, I follow her on Instagram, and she's signing up, which is super cool. But I started running when I was pretty young. I got super lucky. This guy who wanted his kids to love track, his kids enrolled in my elementary school, or the elementary school I was enlisted in, and he burnt a track in the middle of our grass, and we started running track during lunch. So that was like at age 7. So I started running track, like sprinting and stuff like that at age 7. So I got super lucky, and since then I've always kind of been running. And then part of the running store was like when we came down to San Diego to get the store going, one of the first things we noticed was like a lot of the run groups were like a little competitive and kind of took themselves pretty serious, and we wanted to lighten things up and make things fun. And and also like San Diego's a city of like transplants, so if we could build something where people who all have one thing in common, and that's running, and we can all get together and hang out and run, but also like hang out afterwards. That was kind of the whole process, and just making everyone feel comfortable and chilling with us, I guess. But yeah, that's all I got for you. I'm gonna bounce over to the sisters, Elizabeth and Erica. It's your time to shine.
Okay. Well, I prepared a little bit about talking about the group of how we started. So first of all, I want to say thank you for having us. And Erica and I are currently leading 619, but it was 4 people. It was Romeo, Erica, and I that we just talk about, hey, let's just go and run in Harbor and get some miles, and that's how we started. And then yes,
that was last year, right after COVID.
That was actually 2020.
2020. That was.
Oh, never mind. Yeah, that was 2020.
All right.
Yeah.
2022 right now. Yeah.
Yeah, it was 2020, and then from 4 runners, we became 15 to 20 runners. And then Romel came up with a name, and he opened up the Facebook account, Instagram account, and that's how we officially became 619. Which in my mind, I never thought about leading a running group, especially because I felt that this is the runner, this is the athlete. I'm just leading a group, and I feel like, I always think about, I'm not, the ultra runner, or I'm not, the sister runner who ran every single day. I have her, so that counts, right? So I just, after 7 months when we started 619, Romel, Eric, and I, Romeo have to go for
he got deployed.
He got deployed. So Erica had to go to work very early, and then I'm like, okay, so I guess I need to show up every single Friday. So that's what I did. And all of a sudden I found myself a little bit overwhelming about, like how many new faces will come every single Friday, and how runners, we were getting more runners, we were growing up, and I will see how excited they were about coming to 619 and, stay for coffee and socialize. And that kind of motivate me, to keep going with the group. And then I realized that I couldn't do it myself. So Erica's been helping me organizing small events, talking to Iman, to all the running leader group, because she knows them more than I do. And then I saw 4 very consistent runners on 619, so they helped me to do the intro every Friday morning. So I felt that having them, it was very fortunate because I was not doing it by myself. So right now, I'm just very happy of how 619 is doing at the moment. And we just can't wait for Romel's return and hopefully have new things coming up for 619.
More ideas, because he's very creative. For those who know Romel, Romel is just a little crazy, goofy guy, but he always has great ideas. So we're excited for him to come back.
Yes, we are.
Thanks, Ellie and Erica. And I think there's a little bit more too, no? Because you're just 2 out of how many sisters who run?
Well, we're 5 sisters.
We're 5, so just the 2 of us are.
But right now, it's only the 2 of us that are running. Ellie is a road runner. I'm a trail runner. So there's a little bit of difference there, but at the end, I think we're a great team for sure.
We got one more who's running, just not here.
Yes.
Because Daisy
ran mountains. I hiked the mountains. So that's
thanks. Okay, I think Isabella, I don't think you've gone, right? Or Izzy?
Hey, so I grew up being an athlete. I also played basketball and did competitive swim, and I did extreme sports, vert ramp skateboarding and snowboarding. And after I had my snowboarding accident where I broke my back, when I got more, it was safer, I got into trail runnings from my friend Nick, and he is the one who got me into ultra running. Back then, he was just my friend Nick. I had no idea how important he was in the ultra running world, and it's actually Nicodemus Holland. So for you guys that have ever heard of him, Google him. He's freaking amazing. Youngest person to run Badwater at age 19. And he's also finished the Barkley Marathon. So crazy person. So that's who got me into ultras. So when I first started training for my first ultra, there was no running groups except surf. And surf is awesome, but all their group runs are out in Cuyamaca Mountains. Not all of us can drive an hour and a half, 2 hours to go run. So me and my buddies, we started Ultra Buds, Escondido, super close to all of our houses, and it's just grown from there.
You got plenty of trail out there too, huh? Without having to drive an hour and a half. I think, Mary, I think you may be our last, correct?
Yes, Mary.
Yeah, so I started running back in middle school. They had cross country in my middle school, and I continued through high school. I did my first full marathon when I was in college, and I kept running ever since. So the running roughly, I think I did the math the other day, about 23-ish years now. So I'm a volunteer with an organization called The Phoenix, which is a sober, active community that offers free fitness events and social events for those with 48 hours of sobriety or more. And so I wanted to offer a running group and do a couch to 5K program for anyone. And so we're going to be starting up a couch to 5K program, and we are going to train for the Hot Chocolate 5K that's coming up in, I think, what is it, 8 weeks now. And so, yeah, I'm really excited and looking forward to doing that with them.
Awesome. That's good. I got to check into that. Yes. Now, also to be a basketball player too. I mean, I need to play pickup games, before I started running. I dropped my basketball, and I dropped my basketball shoes and started picking my running shoes. Yeah. So, yeah. That's my story. But Grant, I love the story. You know, everybody got, you know, started somewhere different, you know, look where we are right now. So that's pretty cool. And so running community, what is it about to run a community? Or what do y'all love best about the running community here in San Diego? Anybody go first?
Honestly, you can just look at this screen right here and just like look at all the different faces, and like it's cool. Like running, anyone can go out there, put some sneakers on and get out and hit the road or hit the trail. And I think that's probably one of the coolest things. And it's accessible. I mean, if you have time, it's accessible to everybody, which is great.
Yeah, San Diego, like coming from the East Coast, San Diego has just like so much to offer. And yeah, piggybacking off of what Greg was just saying, like the diversity and of being able to run on trails, run in Balboa Park or the waterfront. You can go anywhere. The weather is ideal 99% of the year. Also, it's just, you know, everyone is just incredibly friendly. I don't think I've ever been to a run group that made me feel like I wasn't welcomed.
I think that I was gonna say I feel like there's a club for everyone.
Yes.
Like I always tell people, like, you know, like, what are you looking for? But also like come to my club, but also like let me know what you need, because there's a club for you, even if it's not mine. You know, and I appreciate that I can send someone to another club with like full confidence, because like I appreciate like everyone that's here and the relationships that we created with each other. So but like I really feel like there is something for everyone, like pretty much every day of the week.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was going to say too. I like the variety in San Diego, that we have so many run groups to choose from. Because I know I just did a coaching certification, and it was with a bunch of people from around the country. And some of those people were saying they're the only group in their town. And for us to have so many groups to choose from, I think we're very fortunate here in San Diego.
I think one of the benefits from the pandemic is that in the absence of some of the clubs that were forced to, you know, go on hiatus, then these other run clubs like the Santa Mujeres and One Dope Run Club, Phoenix, like they started to pop off. And I think that's what made, and as big as like what Milestone and San Diego Track Club are, like sometimes it's a little bit harder to notice what's going on in other times of the day when you have such iconic run clubs. And so in their absence, it brought forth other run clubs for other people to go to. And then you find other parts of community and other parts of San Diego to explore. And then of course, when the space is filled, and then Milestone and San Diego Track Club and Fleet Feet, when they all came back, everyone, it just shifted space. You know, you're not competing with another run club, you're just sharing space for other people to feel and be seen and be a part of.
The other beauty of it is like everyone wants to, there's never like beef or anything. It's like everyone wants to collaborate somehow. I'm like, hey, how can we work with you on this run, and when's this run? And like what, like if you're talking to someone that's at your run club, like they want to run on Friday nights, it's like, all right, cool, then we have this run club for you. And Thursdays there's this run club. There's so many options, and like everyone is like so just like supportive of every other run club in San Diego. It's really, really cool.
Yes, I totally agree. You know, it's great to have the option. Sometimes I go like, man, what should I run with this weekend? Well, you know, like, you know, so yeah, so it's cool. Yeah, definitely San Diego is a great place to run at. You know, the group, the community is a beautiful thing.
Yeah. It definitely is. I'm glad to hear everybody's had like really positive experiences too.
Right.
It hasn't been caught up in like club drama or anything of that sort, because that is no fun, trust me. So if you want to hear about that, that's another episode. But anyway, I think something that's really important that I think about, and which I think is probably, I suspect I'm in a very similar room, whatever the Zoom room, whatever that is, right? I think about, as a person of color, even though I look like I do, right? But anyways, as a person of color, one of the things I think about, right, when I'm running is I think about what does it mean to be inclusive? What does it mean to be around other folks? Because I have been in spaces where running, it just isn't quite the same, right? Like you're with folks who maybe don't share the same experiences or aren't as inclusive. You hear comments and things like that. And so I think I've thought about, what does it mean for us to have running spaces where we can pull in everyone and have them feel included? I know we just went from really light and what do we love about running to something like this, right? But I think it's important for us to think about how do we bring more people in who we're not reaching, who maybe are being excluded from groups, and how do we make it more inclusive? I'm sure I'm not the only one who's thinking about how do we make our space inclusive for folks. So that's the question I would kind of pose. How are we working to make it inclusive?
Well, I think like inclusivity can look like a lot of things, right? It's not just the obvious people of color. I think we all have experiences, but inclusivity also looks like making sure that your space is open for people who are starting off, so that's not so apparent, when you're looking at people. So you want to make sure that people who run at a certain pace can feel welcome and they can feel comfortable. Last year I spoke with I met with 3 challenged athletes who wear prosthetic, and being an able-bodied person, I had to just listen to their stories and also then realize that's a mindset that I don't really think about. And that's also something to the rundown, is how can we be as a community more inclusive to adaptive athletes, making sure that it's mentioned in the rundown so that when they do look for run clubs, then they can see that that's a space that they can feel comfortable and not excluded. So I think inclusivity, it means a lot of things, especially within this panel, being women, being people of color. But more broadly, it's like when we look, because we understand what it means to be marginalized, then we can have a scope of what it could mean for another person who's even more marginalized as an athlete.
I'll go. With Black Girls Run, people get intimidated by the Black Girls Run, but it's really for all women. We want to invite all women into our space, not just because we're Black, but just because we're women. And we've come to a positive space to encourage and support one another. And this is the reason why we go out and we collaborate with other run clubs. I think that's very important to, increase the welcoming and the supporting, and it's for all paces, all races, all levels. And we just want to, make sure everybody knows who we are, but we're inclusive with it. We support everybody else as well. It's not just about us, but it's about the run community. So I think, everybody here, like I've been to everybody's run club here, except for Run 619. I'm getting to y'all.
Yes. Tease me. I haven't seen you yet. You keep teasing me. I've not seen you yet.
Oh, I'm sorry, Izzy. I'll get to you too. I'm sorry. I'll get to you. I'm busy over here.
There's a couple more you haven't been to. They're not on a panel, but there's a couple more. You haven't been to.
Yep.
Yeah,
we're making our rounds. We got a lot to cover in 2022.
Yeah, others who have thoughts on the topic, like how do we make the running community bigger, bring more folks in, make it more inclusive? And Iman, those were some excellent points, right? Inclusivity is not just race, of course, but also levels, ability, many different things.
Yeah. Can I add something? I would like to add something to what Iman said, and I really, really like what you said, Iman. Your application, everybody knows about the application, but I like the way you have it like structure the invitations, you know, the schedule, like the calendar. We can see the invitation, we can see the groups, and we can see not necessarily the specific like as what kind of people can come to the invitation to the runs. I like how I like seeing the pictures, you know, and I like seeing like what kind of people are going, because if I feel identified with all the other kind of people, of course I want to go there. I want to run with this group or this other group, right? I've seen from all the other running groups, I've seen that in our invitations, in our posts, or everything that we do on social media, we make sure we include everybody. And I've seen this from is it Brandon? You always make sure to state there all levels welcome, right?
Yes.
And I really like that, because then I'm like, okay, maybe I'm not fast, but you are including me already. See? And also I think we also I've seen how we always say like all paces welcome, all ages. You want to walk, you want to run, you want to bring your kid, you're more than welcome to do so. And I think everybody, every group here in this panel has been very, very good at that, I think. So I'm pretty sure all the groups here have been very inclusive as to, you know, how we can invite more people into our group.
Yeah, excuse me. Yeah, I definitely feel that we all do a great job with that. And it's, I think the way that we continue to do that is by just continuing to lead by example, continuing to, as my man from Milestone said, he said when he first came along, he knows that at the run clubs might have been kind of, you know, high horse, you know, weren't that welcoming. I feel the fact that we've overall as a community changed that narrative, it will continue to help people come and join us. And when people see people of all shapes, sizes, backgrounds, personalities, interests, whatever, running, it'll continue to change narrative to help people come in all levels. Like you can look like me, you can look like Kenneth, you can look like Mary, like Priscilla, Sierra, whoever. You play basketball, you don't, you want to jog, you want to complain, you can come. It's okay. No one's judging you. You know what I'm saying? Just continue to put one foot in front of the other. And it's also something that I try to do at the end of all my run clubs is give some type of motivating or inspiring like speech or like quote to the people to make them feel good. Like, okay, you know what? I may not have, you know, done this, but I can keep doing it and I can just keep trying. So, you know, just keeping that positive attitude and just leading by example and just being dope. You know what I'm saying? Because I know I've been welcomed with open arms by everybody in the running community. And I wasn't a runner. I was just a gym rat who worked out 7 days a week. And I was like, you know what, I'm gonna try this running thing. And then everyone just accepted me and accepted my running club. And the fact that, you know, I've been to other people's run clubs and events. And I'll admit, I'm not the best at it. I've missed a lot of events, you know what I'm saying? It's on my calendar for 2022 to change that. But it's been amazing from Iman to Sierra to Priscilla to everybody. To, like I said, Butter, you know, it's just, you know, I think from people of color to just our personalities to our backgrounds to lifestyles, man, we're all doing an amazing job of changing the narrative and helping push it forward, man. So great job, everybody.
And you need to come to our run also. Friday at 6 a.m., please.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think.
Can I add something?
Go ahead. Yes.
Oh yeah, I agree with what everybody's saying, and like, what is the solution to make it more inclusive? And it is showing up as leaders. Like I've noticed, I've grown a lot as a leader with Santa Mujeres, and showing up inspires other people, especially like your size, your pace. I might be the last one, and that's why for our crew, what's successful is like nobody gets left behind, and nobody really gets left behind. We walk with you, we run with you at your pace, and we finish together, and that's really important. I think for a lot of our runners, that's some of the positive feedback that we get. And for me, it's like, I have to show up. I show up to Milestone, they're hella fast, but like I'm showing up and then somebody was like, hey, I'm gonna go to Milestone with you. And then it's like another little community building there, you know? And I love running with Milestone because I also gain from it. I become a better runner. And that's what I've learned joining various groups last year. That's how I did my marathon training, is I got better because I was also challenging myself. And that was very important with the community. But it's showing up, and like representation matters. I really learned it this last year. And like when people are like, hey, I want to do this, I want to do that, even if sometimes I'm like, even Virginia said it this year, like, this is the year you call yourself a runner. And I'm like, it is, it really is. So we have to show up. And
I have two things actually, to kind of go off what you're saying. We created our space with the hopes that this could be a place that our aunts came to, our friends, our best friends, people that were really intimidated. We created the space for the intimidated, specifically the marginalized. And I think that's why our space is as diverse as it is. We have all ages, we have all sizes, all colors, all races. We've been really successful at giving people a starting point, giving them a mile option. That's something that is doable for everyone. And that's been part of our success, because people have come from the couch to 5K, basically, because they're coming from nothing. And we're saying, hey, walk with us. We'll get it done in 20 minutes, 30 minutes, however long it takes, but we're going to get it done. We're going to get it done together. And so many people have jumped from 1 mile to 5K. And we're seeing people jump from 5K to half marathon. We're seeing people jump, to just bigger and bigger distances. And just having that 1 mile has been part of getting people out. My second thing that I wanted to say is also that we have been it's been really important to us to support causes, to bring our running group out to causes that we care about, and to be present at, to be there for unity runners, to host unity runners, to have a space for protests, to share with Black Men Run and Ahmaud Arbery Run, with Black Girls Run, to be in those spaces. That is also how we get more people out. And when the community sees us out there, they're willing to come and walk out with us too. They're willing to get their mile in or whatever. It's just creating another space for people to join you. So I think it's just as important for us to be there at these really specific run events as well, and embracing run clubs like Unity Runners that have a purpose behind it, a controversial purpose to some might even say. So to show up in these spaces and be a voice and be a presence, that's important, and that's how we get more runners out as well.
Thank you. Thank you so much for just your passion, your heart, for sharing that. Definitely run as a platform purpose for many things, Yes, so definitely thanks for that. Thank you, everyone, for the feedback. And we do have a latecomer. His name is Coral. Well, I'll let him introduce himself, and where he's from, his group.
Hi guys, I'm late. I had to
I didn't joke with you.
Serve my family first. I'm a trail runner, ultra runner. I think Maggie's awesome. I hopefully will see her at Cocodona this year. And that's it. Congrats to Izzy for doing her 100 at Coldwater, and that's it. I'm eating dinner, and that's about it.
Your running group. Well, your running group.
Oh, South Bay YMCA Trail Runners is us. We're down in Chula Vista.
Yes.
And all we do is run in dirt.
Yes.
Dirt don't hurt.
And Carl is a videographer now and a director.
Yes.
Yeah, he's got a film production company now.
Yes.
For ultra runners.
I would say don't mislead people though, because dirt definitely can't hurt, especially when you face plant.
Awesome.
I don't know anything about that.
Yeah. I've done it a couple of times. I trip up a few times, So yes, I know Maggie was waiting patiently. So definitely I want to hear her voice and the program. I think everybody want to hear what you have to say. So Maggie, the spotlight on you right now. You've been there, you've done that. You built a lot of relationships in a running community, and you supported Live, Run, Balance along with the people here in the running community. So what does it mean for you to be part of running community and forming these relationships?
That was a nice introduction, Kenneth. I was like, and like, I think you reached out like to Tailwind a while ago, like last year at the beginning of the year, and it's been like fun to keep in touch with you and all the stuff you do in the community. Like, he's always like, oh, I have this event going on. Can I get some Tailwind for this? And like, it's super cool. And now I see like how much is really going on down there in San Diego, because like, I mean, Philly's a big city, and that's where I originally came from and started running. But I mean, there's a lot of run groups there, but I don't think nearly as many as, even on this podcast there right now. So, but to kind of piggyback off what Iman said about, adaptive runners and stuff, the Achilles International group that I ran with, I think do they have one in San Diego? There's, yeah, they're all over in different cities, but they're obviously international too. And it's a place where adaptive runners, like we had a lot of blind people in our chapter. So I ran with a blind guy that is now, oh my God, he had his like 26th birthday. And I was like, I can't believe it. I met him when he was like 18. He's graduated college and he's moved out of his parents' house. And I'm friends with his mom and dad still. And like, they're my really close friends. And it was one of the best experiences of my life. Just like, and I miss running with those people. They live really far away. And, so yeah, I mean, it's crazy because, we can just go out and run wherever we feel like it. But like, if you're blind and, you can't, you need a guide, or you have to run on the treadmill or something like that. So you have to run with groups and other people. So it's just something I always try to think of when I'm like, oh, it's cold and I don't have to go outside. And I'm like, well, but I can. So, yeah, that was like a good point to bring up about adaptive runners and things like that. But yeah, I guess, I don't know, just in general. And I think with groups, it's kind of like, I felt awkward and weird running by myself when I started running in Philly. And like, I think being with other groups of runners, you just kind of like learn to really love it. And then I love to run alone more once you've like kind of like gotten comfortable. But yeah, I mean, one of my best running experiences was like surrounded by all these people at Broad Street Run in Philadelphia, which is like one of the biggest runs in the country. It's like 40,000 people, and you're just rounding City Hall and everyone's cheering you on, and you're like with all these strangers that you like are running with, but they feel like you're friends. And I think running's a super solitary sport, but it's really cool to just you meet people you would never otherwise meet, basically.
Yes. Absolutely, I totally agree. Yeah, running just the past few years, I mean, just great for the people that I come across, the relationship with the Bill throughout the years, and allowing me to do what I'm doing right now. Anybody asked me like 10, 12 or however many years ago, I never thought about doing what I'm doing. All because of running. So I know how running impact my life from a personal aspect. I want to know how running, be part of the running community, impact your life on a personal level. How y'all been impacted by the running community?
Well, I'll go first. I know the way it's impacted my life is just presenting me with the opportunity to interact with people that I normally wouldn't.
Yes.
To gain and create new relationships.
Yes.
To be able to experience things through other people's views and eyes. And just like given the fact that I started running like kind of like during the whole pandemic, like when it fresh started, like I was outside running when it was nothing but me, stray dogs, and stray seagulls. So it was like, it was a peace of mind. It was a getaway, and it's therapeutic. And I feel that really speaks volumes to how everyone in the run community is. That's why we're so able to, not compete with each other and support each other and offer any type of guidance and support. So it's definitely helped me through just my life, just how to deal with things, to know things will be okay. And just like when you're running, man, like it might seem tough at first, like that first mile, like you might set out like, you know what, I'm gonna run X amount of miles here. And that first mile is like, nah, I think we're gonna make this one half a mile today. But then you push through it, and before you know it, you're mile and a half, 2 miles, 3 miles. And before you know it, you set a PR. And you can just apply that to life, just one foot in front of the other, keep pushing, keep breathing, and don't watch anybody else and just go at your own pace, man. So it's definitely a great mental and spiritual, game changer. So
I'm gonna answer this really quickly because I do have to jump off, unfortunately. The way it's impacted my life has been profound. What started off as being like 4x4 track to wanting to like not gain weight for college, to using it as like a place of finding like mental health and stability, finding community, and then finding my potential through, running a lot of marathons. I found community, and my relationship has changed with running. Like I don't race, period. But I continue to meet so many people, and it's not about run. It's never about run, right? Like no one's going out and paying us to run 100 miles, run a half marathon. Some of us maybe, but but we do this because, we were inspired by somebody, because that person looked like us, and it made us want to step forward, get out the door, meet the people, and then pursue a distance that you never thought it was really possible. And it's people's persistence and their determination. It demonstrates their character, and finding or creating spaces so that others can also share in that experience. I mean, like we've all kind of been through the ringer with the pandemic, and we've seen the worst of humanity, but I think also within this community, I've witnessed some of the best. And so it is the common denominator with Run, but it's bigger than Run,
Yes.
And so for that, I'm very grateful. It has been a pleasure to meet all of you. But I'm sorry I have to leave in the middle of this. Bye, guys.
Yeah, I know for me, the running community has really impacted me because, I've struggled with my own alcohol use disorder. And I know that having a race coming up, or knowing I have a group of friends to meet up with, it's kept me sober. And I feel like that's really helped. If I didn't have it, then who knows if I would go back to drinking or not. So for me, it was good motivation to stay sober.
So thank you to everybody for this. Kenneth, everybody, I appreciate it. Super dope. All you guys, love all you guys. Mary, I might have met you, or it might have been Sharon from Phoenix.
Yeah, I've met you once. Yeah, one of your running meetups. Yeah.
Yeah, because I've also been sober for, it'll be 4 years, July 27th this year. So great job. Keep up the great work.
Come run with me. Come run with the
I definitely will.
I've never met
Absolutely. Message me on Instagram and we will
There
make
we
that
go.
happen. Promise.
There we go.
Appreciate y'all. Love y'all. Y'all have a great night and keep running. I'll see y'all out there.
All right.
Maybe maybe before we lose more folks, in addition to what what the running community means to you, but also now this is like not going to be the best question. I mean, great question for you all, but I would hate to be watching and having to make decisions on this when I ask this question, because one of the things I'm realizing, in being in a panel with multiple groups, is sort of the beauty that all these pop-up groups have happened, right? Now all these groups exist where we're not going to talk about when I started running, very similar to Greg, very, very young, but like these groups didn't exist, right? Like you had your standard, not to diss on the track club here, but you had like standard sort of track clubs, right? Very different not the same dynamics that you have in these groups, which is just fantastic. So what I would ask is, if somebody were to ask you why join a running group, why run with us? What would you tell them? And good luck to whoever's watching to have to then decide which group you're going to want to run with. Although I imagine everybody here is going to tell you, run with all of us.
I don't know. Run with me because I'm beautiful and spectacular.
He dresses up.
Yes. No, why? Geez, why one on trails? I guess would be more the question. Not so much our group, because essentially all the trail running groups, I think, in San Diego are all pretty much kind of related. Everyone who runs in the South Bay ends up running with San Diego Trail Runners, who ends up running with Ultra Buds. So it's really all one big running group.
Yeah.
Why run with us? Because it's family. It's a big family environment, and it's not just about a Tuesday night run or a Wednesday night run. We pretty much do everything together. It started with running, but I don't know. The trail community is more than just running. I don't know how to explain it. We just do everything together. If you want a family environment, I'm sure road running is the same, and track is as well. I've done track for a long time. I don't know. It's just a different feel. If you want to go out and explore nature, come check it out. If you want to jump over rattlesnakes and see coyotes up personally, come on. I think we could all tell you that's part of it. The laughter, even with all running groups, the laughter that we all share together, the camaraderie before and after, especially after a long run where we're all sitting down together and just laughing about the mess that we just went through, the ups and downs, the holding someone else's ladder up, so they can achieve great things. That's all part of running, whatever the group is, For trail running, I think crewing for us is a big thing to give back, to watch someone else achieve great success. Izzy can speak about that because she just did Coldwater, and she had her crew out there, fellow runners, but they're there just to help her achieve a dream. I'm sure Maggie could see the same thing, because when she was out there running those hundreds of miles, she had her crew out there helping her achieve a great dream. I don't know. Why run with us? Because it's fun. How's that?
Eat some pork rinds.
Yep.
Oh, that's
drink lots of beer.
Drink lots of beer. Well, I don't drink lots of beer. I drink one beer. That's all.
We do non-alcoholic beer too. Athletic Brewing Company helps us out.
Oh yeah, you got to put it in.
Yeah. And Topo Chico's mineral water. So I don't want people to get the wrong impression here of trail runners.
Oh man. Yes.
I'll chime in really quick. I'll say one of the beauty of like the San Diego running community is like there's so many different running groups, but it's not fragmented by any means. Like everything is intertwined and pretty ancestral. The coolest thing, and what the trail community will always have over roads, and don't let your heads get too big, you guys. No, I'm just kidding. It's like you guys are a super, super tight community, and it's because you guys go through some serious pain together with your ultra training and like races, and that no road runner can truly like understand. And you guys have these like the aid stations, and you have like the bag drops and all these different things that go into like an ultra that only the trail running community will truly understand. Even like my closest friends or the people I've become closest with, it's because I helped crew them in like a 100-mile race, and I got to see all the shit that goes with it. And like you get into these really deep conversations when someone's suffering on a trail, and it's pretty unique.
Yes.
But with that being said too, I'll say like Sierra and Priscilla, like you guys ran that full marathon, your first full marathon.
Yes.
Like, so you guys will always have that like that bond, because the same day you're going through the same pain, and that's super cool. Well, at the time it wasn't, but now looking back, I'm sure you already signed up for another.
I'm ready for
Oh.
another one.
But I think that's the cool part about like running and what brings all of us together. It's like, we all kind of have, you can create a lot of goals with people.
Yeah.
You'll have, you'll suffer together, but in like a positive way. And you continue to like create this drive and this goal together for, I mean, I'll sign up for, well, not me personally, but someone will sign up for like a full marathon and be like, run that race. I'm like, I'm never running one again. And then literally like a week later, like they're registered. So that's the nature of the game. And that's the beauty of running.
Yes.
I will say this. When I first joined Black Girls Run, it wasn't about the run.
Yeah.
It was about the energy. It was about just, I felt magical. I felt sisterhood. I felt like, I'm like, wow, I'm gonna come back. Like, I like the way I feel, leaving this space. And the running was just like, oh, I gotta run again. Like, okay, but that's cool. But it really is about like the relationships that you build. And that's what we don't directly say that, but it's kind of like indirect because of the relationships that we build outside of our own. It's really changed. Like, we have people that come back and they're walking, and then they go from walking to, walk, run. And then from walk, run to like, I'm running my first 5K, and we're super excited for them. And we're going to be at their first race. And it's like their own families don't even come, to their first race, so it's really,
and we got the cheer squads out there.
And we have cheer squads, and we're like the best. And then get interviews by KUSI, like, hey. But it really is just like a magical space. That's the only way that I can like really describe it. And when I go to Milestone, when I go to Santa Mujeres, when I go to One Dope and some of the other run clubs, I really feel good leaving. And you just never know what someone is going through. You don't know if that was their, what their thoughts were before attending that club. You know what I mean? And you could have saved their life at the end of the run club, like, honestly. And I've talked to people about that. And so I would say, as far as, why come to us? I would say because we're a magical, energetic, fun, loving, caring community. And we encourage you to join all run groups and all run clubs and see what's best for you.
If y'all haven't joined BGR yet for a run, I'm telling you, it is the most infectious group of all time. The energy is so good. I'm telling you.
Yes.
I'm sure a lot of you have though, but
if you've ever ran with Kenneth,
it is so good.
If you've ever ran with Kenneth, okay.
I was gonna say
he is the energy for 10 Miles Strong. So if you want a partner,
I met Kenneth at
I'm with Kenneth.
Unity Run with Black Men Run, Santa Mujeres, and BGR. That's where I met Kenneth. Kenneth ran probably 8 miles with me that day, trained with me through my marathon training, did my longest run with me, 21 miles Kenneth did with me. Like, amazing. Thank you for that, Kenneth. But, like, I appreciate you so much for that. But it was the Unity Run that got us there.
Yes.
And as far as like, that's how the community is impacting me,
Yes.
We're all just like meeting each other and supporting each other. That's one thing we know how to do, is we know how to support each other for sure.
Yes.
I thought this might be what this question would turn into, less of why should you join us and more why should you join every other run group in the room? But I think that's a really good indication of the support. And hey, I just want to do a quick shout out, Greg. I think Milestone is really the heart and soul of the running community in San Diego. And I don't think that all of these running groups would exist without Milestone really propping up and creating the space for everybody to create their own thing. So just wanted to put that shout out there too. But does anybody else want to share why people should run with you or run with your fellow run group?
I'll go. Ultra Buds is the best trail running group in San Diego County. I don't care what Carl says or Daniel Smith. It all started with Ultra Buds, right? Originally in North County. We do not mark a course. We do not wait for everyone. It's an out and back. No one can get lost at Lake Hodges. You choose your miles. My speech in the beginning, I put everyone together with about the pace they're going at. I don't accept whining or complaining. You better be there on time or you're going to miss the group picture. I get a lot of vendors and sponsors to come bring goodies for us, always getting free shit. The race director from Trans Rockies was here last weekend, gave everyone socks. Thank you, Maggie, for giving us Tailwind. We got spring ice, salt stick, you name it, we got it. Race directors give us codes all the time. Big community. If you can't run a race, you better be there anyway, volunteering. We're at the aid station, cheering, like you guys said, holding those signs up. We also travel together. So we get each other drunk and get on ultra sign up, and then we go travel destination races. So there was with crew and pacers, I want to say we had 22 people out at Coldwater 2 weeks ago. So that's how we roll. We do not discriminate road races. I will be participating in the Kook Run. Okay. So we do the hot chocolate run too. That's a good one. Love that one. And KP even drives all the way up and runs with me sometimes. Love it. Convinced him to sign up for his first 50 miler. That was amazing. Yep. Maggie, if you're ever in town, come run with the Ultra Buds. We'd love to have you.
I got to make up some events to be able to have an excuse to travel to San Diego.
100.
Maggie's gonna have to do like a 2-week tour of San Diego to make sure she hits every run group.
Yeah.
We serve Tailwind at our run club.
Usually give San Diego 100 Tailwind, so I mean we should probably just show up there.
Good. I can connect you with the race director if you'd like. I know them. Yeah.
Yeah, Ange, I know. I met Ange through running.
Yeah,
we were on the ultra team together for a little bit. Yeah, that would
there
be
you
cool.
go. See, I got her to come, guys. Look at that. Maggie's coming to San Diego in June.
That would actually be like, even after, once things calm down and this COVID thing is whatever. I mean, there's huge. I mean, it's a huge populated area. There'll eventually be some event, and that would be super cool to just like spend a week and even like do an excuse to do like a photo shoot with like, because I mean, in Durango we have like mountains and very specific trails, but not a lot of like epic urban like city streets and things like that. That would be super fun.
It's all a business expense. All goes to Tailwind. They take care of everything.
That's what I'm thinking in my head. But if I do make it down for like my own race, then yeah, that would be cool. And I'd love to go volunteer at Cocodona, because I'm not going to run it this year.
Oh, you're not?
No, I think because I'm doing a couple things. I want to be ready for Hard Rock 100. Like I got super lucky to get into that, so I don't want to like mess it up. But I might. I know a big party race called Javelina 100. I'd love to go try to do, and like that would be fun for all the run clubs to come.
Martin's
like,
doing his first 100 at Javelina this year.
Really?
Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah, I've never been. I heard it's awesome.
Y'all are crazy. I'm sticking with the run groups that are saying half marathon and below.
Yeah, don't get sucked in, Erin. Don't get sucked
I'm
in.
sure. I'm like Greg. I did a marathon. I was like, nope, not signing up for another one next week.
Trails are different, guys.
They
I'm
have
telling
like
you.
one loop race, I think. You can do like a 20 miler or 50K or something.
Nope, we're good. I'm gonna. So please raise your hand, run groups, to tell me if you're a half marathon and below. I'm just kidding. So Ellie, do you want to? Ellie and Mary, do you want to tell us why folks should join you or join one of your fellow run groups?
Oh, yeah, I'll go first. Okay, so we start at 6 a.m. 6 a.m. sharp, and we get to see beautiful sunrise, and we are real runners, and we get to see also the beautiful San Diego, and we also enjoy staying at the Portside Cafe for coffee and socialize, and it's pretty cool, and it's just we're running in the most beautiful city, so I think that's one of the perks that we get with 619. Yeah, that's all.
Thanks, Mary.
I also would like to say that we are a new group. We've been a year and 4 months into 619. It's growing really fast. People are, we get to see new faces. And I would love to get support from all of you guys leaders that have been as a running group leaders for years. And for example, last year on our first anniversary, I had Easy and Iman that came to the running group, and we did a special event, and I love that support that they give us, and I would love that you guys also, if I 619 can help you in anything, we would love to be there for you. And I also would love that you can come and join us, especially for the Black Girls Run. I've been waiting for her to tell us to come and run with us. And also, I know Milestone is one of the groups that I started running. Milestone and San Diego Trail Runners before 619. And I think those one of the groups is that inspire me, kind of learn about the leadership of each one of them that I saw that now I can apply to the running group, and hopefully we get have Romeo back and get to do more things with running.
Thanks, Ellie. Mary.
Yeah, I'll go. So with the Phoenix, all our events are free as long as you guys have 48 hours of sobriety. And we're also including free entries for whoever joins the program. We'll provide entries into the Hot Chocolate 5K forum for free. And that is so rare to get free entries into, as you guys know, into any kind of race. So that alone, I think, is motivation enough to do the 5K program. And I think another thing is that we can all relate to each other's struggles and past history, and that we're all trying to overcome them together and accomplish goals and realize, you know what, we are bigger and better than our past behaviors, our past. We can overcome them, and we can do it together, and we have this community, and we can relate, and we can move towards a common goal of accomplishing something, and just, you know, making us feel better about ourselves. And I think that helps, knowing that there's other people who have been there, done that, and they're overcoming it.
And I think Priscilla, I don't know if you were, I know Virginia went, but I don't know if you wanted to add anything.
Let's see, you can join us because you're always leave with a smile. Like, we always have fun. We run for fun.
There we go. That's all. We just want to have fun, run and have fun. That's all I want to do. Cool. Yes. This was awesome. That was awesome. Yes. Thank you, everyone. I know we I got a pretty good time. We good. I lost my train of thought. Well, thank you, everyone. It was glad we were able to have this and just show what San Diego running community about. I know there's other running groups out there in San Diego that are able, they join in. You know, I thought thinking about the Daniel and the San Diego Trail Runners. You know, shout out to Daniel. You know, the Godfather. Yeah. So and many others. You know, I know H. Ross this one night he would have joined. We was able to make it, and it's many other the Black male run. Also got a Black girls one representing. Also got a Black man run. So hopefully we get to do it again. Hopefully maybe next time in person. You know. So yeah. So definitely. So thank you for this opportunity, Jane. Just and that's what we're all about. You know, just community, family. You know. So now that we know each other, you know. So hey, you know, we just come together and have a big old run. Who knows? Yeah, so definitely. So other than that, Erin got that last word. Anybody got a last word?
Thank you for getting us together, KP.
Yes.
Yeah, thanks for letting me join you guys and learn about all your groups. And now I'm pretty stoked to come down to, you know what? You got me when somebody said the weather's always good, and I was like, oh wow, that would be really nice. You know, to have weather that's like always nice. Like
there's no off season here. We train year round.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, thank you guys for having me.
Yes, thank you. No, thank you for joining us.
Thanks, Maggie, for joining us.
Thank you.
Yeah. Good luck at Cocodona. I'll see you there. But I won't be
All right.
Yes. Well, you know how I got it in it. Thank you. So anybody got last words? That's just anybody good?
Thank you, Erin. Well done. Thank you,
Thank
Kenneth.
you,
That was great.
guys.
I want to
Okay.
say thank you for including 619.
All right.
Thank you, Kenneth.
Yes, yes.
And
Thank you, Live, Run, Boundless family, for joining me on another episode of the Live, Run, Boundless show. Until next time, we see you out there on the trails or on the roads. It doesn't matter. We just got to get out running. And everybody have a good night, good day, evening. Until next time, I'll see you out there. See you
Bye,
later.
everyone.
Good night.